gold. Where should I go today? Gold's at 3,100, which means out of the price range for most with 1 ounce pieces, whether it's bullion or ingots, etc. But here we've always had the same attitude. My attitude is I'm always looking for rarity. I'm looking for value beyond the bullion of gold. And one of my favorite categories today is one of the rarest gold pieces in U.S. mint history. And it was one that was started and ended in the 1800s. They didn't even make them at the turn of the century. That being the $1 gold piece. But tonight, we're doing something totally different. We've talked about Philadelphia early issues, the 1849s, the 1850s, etc. When's the last time we've talked about the very scarce New Orleans Mint $1 gold pieces? That's what makes tonight special. So the gold rush in California, 1849, opens up gold for the American government and gold coins for the citizens to be using, right? Up until that point, we only had 3 gold denominations. We had a 2.5, a 5, and a 10, and there weren't many of them. Those of you that know your gold coins know it changes after the Civil War, but before the Civil War, because of the melting during the Civil War, we'll talk about that later, and then earlier, we didn't have a lot of gold to actually do anything with. So now we have gold in California, 1849. The U.S. Mint introduces a brand new denomination. And it's because, well, we don't have any silver either. We don't have a silver dollar in circulation either. The Morgan dollar came in 1878. Years later, with the Comstock lode, the largest silver find, which was found, by the way, en route to finding gold coins in California. So in 1849, we introduced 2 new denominations. A $1 gold piece, the smallest gold coin made by the U.S. Mint for circulation in our history, and a $20 gold piece, a 1 ouncer. But that was more intended for businesses and or government-to-government type transactions. The very first series they made is known as the Liberty design, the left-hand side. The front all looks the same. They were 1949 to 1954. 6 coins were made. 6 years, I should say, the coin was made. The unique thing is Philadelphia was the main mint. There was a very small number of O mints, New Orleans mints, like you see right there, the big O at the bottom of the coin. Actually, only 5 of them, 49 to 53. There was no 54. And then there was never a $1 gold piece ever struck again at New Orleans. So the history of New Orleans $1 gold pieces are 5 years, and this by lucky dumb luck or no luck. It is. 1851 is right in the middle of it, right? 49 to 53, 51's the middle. Small pocket. Person I do a lot of business with said, hey, I got a great deal that walked across my desk about a month ago. I was holding on to it for you. By the way, thank you so much, John. He said, when's the last time you've seen this many O-mints? He said, the best part is they're all 51s. So yes, that is why we're having a lot of fun tonight, because we're talking about a time frame in history that, well, is very short and very special. Now, Type 2 Indian Princess gold coins were made only in Philadelphia. That was 54 to 56. Then they flattened the coin out a little bit, made it a little bit larger, but still the same weight. And they call that the Type 3 or large head. It looks larger because they flattened it out and stretched it a little bit. They made those to 1889. That was the range, the 41-year period, 1849 to 1889. However, as I said earlier, New Orleans Mint $1 gold pieces only exist in Type 1, the Liberty series, and there are only 5 dates. Ready to have an idea of the discrepancy of one to the other? In 1851, Philadelphia struck 3.3 million $1 gold pieces. And they are like needles in a haystack to find today. They are special, hard to find coins. This one, New Orleans made only $290,000. If you look at all 5 years that New Orleans made the gold coin, our average is going to be give or take $200,000. They just did not put out a lot of coin. The other reason why you don't find them today is what? Usage. The whole point of having New Orleans as a mint was our westward expansion. We had Philadelphia, East Coast, San Francisco, West Coast. We had Charlotte and Dahlonega, right, which were the gold mints in the South. But we needed an area, a city, a vector to actually push through expansion. So New Orleans was chosen. And again, they closed their doors in 1909 after they did their job. But these are type 1 ones. These are the old mints. Not at $5.99, that's the price of a regular $1 gold piece. And if you've watched us here before on America's Value Channel, whether it's Alex, Allison, or myself, I love those coins. They are all $5.99, $6.99 each. Tonight, not only do we have the $1 gold piece back, the rarity of that special coin, we have the very special old mint. Guys, give me a 30-second clock. All of these coins fit the category of high grade circulated. A couple of them might even be 60, 61 type stuff. They're all beautiful like the coins you saw on your screen. A handful. Actually, we might be sold out. If it's in your shopping cart, push it through. If they give you an order number online, it means you're in. If it gets stuck, call the operator. They'll help you and figure it out. But I think we're that close to a sellout. And it's a good reason why. Old mint gold. Type 1 gold. Oh my.